Alright, so this is my first gender and WoW personal vlog. I'm just basically recounting some observations that I've noticed in World of Warcraft in regards to gender. This is my character. His name is Backstabser. He is a level 22 subtlety rogue, for those of you who know what all that nonsense means. Basically means he's a ninja, and this is what he looks like in World, the more 3D modeling sort of version. Again, he's level 22, so it's pretty low level comparatively, the highest level being 85 currently. And what we're going to be doing today is player versus player combat, which is a little different from player versus everyone, which is like where you see dungeons and stuff. And what I'm doing right now, we're waiting 2 minutes for this to start, is I'm checking people's roles in regards to their gender, and more specifically what I'm looking for are healers. Because I've ran into a really interesting correlation between healers and females. It tends to be that all healers are female, or most healers are female, and tanks, which are people that are supposed to take damage, are male. Now this person is a healer, and he is male, but I want you to just take a look at how feminine he looks. The Night Elf class, or race, which is what he is, are actually sort of endlessly pestered about looking so feminine, and I just think it's amazing that he is male but still looks female. As a healer, this person I'm trying to hunt down right now, I'm trying to see if they are a healer, but they keep switching that cat form, which is making it difficult to see. And I'm looking for their gender. Now I can finally see that they are male, and now I'm checking to see if they're a healer, and it turns out they're actually DPS, so they didn't matter anyway. And so what we're going to be doing here is player versus player, which basically means you're fighting people of the opposing faction. In World of Warcraft, there are two factions, and I'm part of the one called the Horde. And I want to take a look at this map. This is a map of the battleground itself. Just showing you sort of where the bases are, but I want you to look closer at the male and female representations here. The one on the right is an orc, and the one on the left is a night elf. And I want you to look, notice how closely the orcs align with their race. Being an orc, the male orc aligns with his race, which is orc. And but the female night elf sort of only aligns with her gender instead of her race, or definitely more closely aligns with her gender instead of her race. So I think that's interesting. So what we're doing here, just to give you a brief breakdown, because this video is not really about the battleground itself, but more about the gender representations you're going to see here. I do want you to notice that the first person I click on there is a female, and I'm going to get into why that is in just a little bit here, but just keep that in the back of your mind. A quick rundown of what we're doing here is we're trying to capture the flag. That's the simplest way to say it. This is a capture the flag game. There are nuances to the rules, but basically it is capture the flag. The first person to capture 3 flags wins. Okay, so now getting back into some of the gender stuff. There you can see my first kill of this particular battleground. It was quick and easy. That's sort of what my class does, or quick and easy kills. Now I want to talk about why the first person I clicked on was a female. And I want you to watch this bit too. I'm currently selected on a male. And I could have jumped in behind and attempted to kill him, but look what I do instead. He starts running down this tunnel, and I'm thinking I could follow him and probably get the jump on him and maybe bring him down. But I wait, because I know off to my left, I just take a look, there is a female. And she's got a little less health. So what do? I mow her down. It's another quick, easy kill. But beyond the fact that she had less health, which is obviously a factor, you can kill people who have less health easier. You also notice that she was the first character I clicked on, period. This is not just a me thing, surprisingly. This happens fairly common in player versus player. The female characters are typically hunted down and killed more frequently than the males, at least in my experience. Now, there could be several reasons. This may not go back to gender. It may be that usually female players are healers. That could be it. So you want to mow down the healers. But the person I just killed was not a healer, but she was female. So, and we're supposed to be recounting our personal experience. That has been the most shocking to me thus far, personally, is when I do player versus player, which is what I do far more frequently than anything else, mostly because it's more fun, it's more of a challenge to me. I tend to gravitate towards the females, and I tend to try and kill them first. There again, I clicked on her, and I'm going straight across the field, and I was going to try and get her until this flag popped in front of me, and I need to take down that flag, or at least attempt to. So A note about gender in general in here, you're going to notice that of the DPS classes, which are the classes that are designed to do the most damage, if you are in your face with a big axe and a lot of heavy armor in DPS, you're probably going to see a male. If you're a distance with magic or whatever, like this person to the left here is a distance with magic person, female. The person I'm attacking right now is obviously a contradiction to that. This is not a 100% rule. This doesn't happen all the time, but it happens far more frequently than not. That's something else too. That brawn is a male thing. That guy that just killed me, big, brawny, class, and he's male. So you see that a lot in this game, specifically in player versus player. I'll probably do a dungeon a little later on to sort of show you just how often. I may even do like a series of edits to show you 5 to 10 dungeons where every single time the tank is a male and every single time the healer is a female. It just seems to happen that way. Again, I'm going for the female. This is not consciously either. This is a completely subconscious thing. You don't really have time to make those sorts of conscious decisions when you're doing this. This is just, for some reason, this is who I go for, because I think they'll be easier to kill. So now we sort of cut forward in this battle, because the whole thing lasted like 21 minutes, and I don't want to show you all of that, but I will show you the end here just so you can sort of gauge how these sorts of things end. So we're getting very close to the end here. Again, I'm going after what I consider to be a more feminine looking character. Even though he is male, he is doing the magic from a distance thing, which is typically, or usually, a female thing. And again, I went straight for him, and I die again. I never said I was good at this, by the way, but I haven't been doing it that long either. So we're nearing the end here. Again, I'm targeted on a female there, and there we cut. We're right before the end now. I'm going after this guy, and watch what happens. This is interesting. The entire battle, I've never been healed by anyone. No healer has healed me, but now this woman, Rogue, is on my back, and I think she's going to kill me, but suddenly I'm getting heals, and I keep getting heals to kill her, which is weird. It has not happened this entire battle, but here at the end, lo and behold, when it's me fighting a woman or female character, I get healed to where I could have beaten her if the timer had not run out right there. So I come in like 5th or 6th for this. So this is what Battlegrounds look like, and that's just the first of many, hopefully, vlogs, and I hope you enjoyed.